Oh, brave men! Brave Reichlanders, hear me!
You stand before the Shadow Lord.
Norse raiders land on Nordland's shores.
Fear me, for I am death and shadow. All I can promise you is fear.
Are you with me, men of the Empire? For when the Northmen come, they will attack hard, as their despicable gods demand.
You are mine, mortal. Your fate in my hands.
We must be ready to push them back, thrust them into the sea, in defense of the Empire!
Call yourself a prince. No. I was the prince. The first prince.
For Sigma! For the Empire! For the Warhammer!
It looks like Archie Van Whatever's gonna crack under the weight of Be'lakor's impressive armies.
Hold on. How come you're narrating this one?
Hello, Andrew. Does it matter? Like, half the internet think we're the same person anyway.
You're going to be biased. Let me do it. Whilst Be'lakor sloppily and slowly works their way through the settlement, our brave Empire men hold their ground. Archie, our beloved hero,
that's not biased. Just leave the narrating to me.
No, I don't think I will. In fact, I'm going to narrate this moment right here, when my forces push back against
is
your
that how it
armies.
is?
Despite
Okay,
being
then.
demons
He's
from
trying to
another
be
plane
good
of
at the game,
existence,
but
they
he's
run
not,
away in
because
fear.
they're my
My
horses
army is
and they're
bigger
gonna-
and better,
they're gonna
and
hit
has
you
cooler
in
war
the
cries
flank
than yours
because
does.
I'm a really
And
good
actually, if you spell
tactic-
Empire
tactic-
backwards,
tactic-
this obviously isn't working. Kieran
tactic-
should probably narrate this one.
Okay. What's up, chumps? We're narrating this bad boy. Alright. We'll set up a solid defense to stop Andrew's reinforcements in their tracks, but Archie's no quitter. Meanwhile, Be'lakor and his team take victory points in the settlement, and it's all but a done deal. First blood to Be'lakor.
Why is he laughing? Why are you laughing? I don't like it.
By losing the battle, Archie van Julio Verlegen III is marked by chaos. If Andrew doesn't win a victory against Will with Archie in the next 10 turns, he'll be raised as a demon prince. Could the stakes possibly be higher? Let's get an insight into our players' minds. Weasel some tactics out of them, if you will. Let's start with Andrew. What's the plan, Andy?
Well, I always knew Will would come from the north, so all those settlements are fodder. My plan is to slow him down, chip away at his armies, and consolidate my forces in the south, where they can protect Altdorf and wait for Karlfrans to get home. If Altdorf fails, I'm basically screwed.
Comprehensive. Thank you. Will, what's your grand strategy?
Kill stuff.
Good. And kill stuff Will does. He's starting with a 3-frontal assault, quickly razing several of Drycha's settlements and weakening Andrew's Wood Elf allies. El Toupé's cutting a path southeast through Ostermark. Sorry and Bye Andy are heading directly south into Ostland, and Be'lakor is venturing southwest, along the coast to assault Nordland territory. Meanwhile, Andrew calls upon his dwarven allies to bolster Balthasar Gelt's forces and pulls Archie south to rest and rebuild. Applying more pressure to an already hurting empire, Will orders several of his vassals to join the fray. The Varg and the Dolgan are sent to assist El-Tupei's efforts, whilst the Van Heimlings, Sightless, and World Walkers assault the shores of Nordland and beyond.
Hold on. Who are they? How many allies do you have?
Allies? None. Unpaid labour? Some.
In retaliation, Andrew orders the Border Princes, the Wargrove of Woe, and the Zufbar to defend Altdorf. Overkill? Probably not. Though his allies haven't yet mobilised, there's already a bulwark forming around Altdorf, a wall of fortified settlements between the forces of chaos and the seat of man.
Without mercy.
Inch by inch, the Empire shrinks, but Andrew's tactic isn't without its merits. Both Byandi and Sorry have suffered significant losses in the war for Ostland, but the capturing of the Brass Keep is a worthwhile victory for Will, giving him a dark fortress in the heart of enemy territory. Meanwhile, Be'lakor's vassals have arrived in force, and the invasion begins proper. In an effort to capitalise on the sorry state of Will's central armies, Andrew has enlisted the aid of Bretonnia, who are headed for the Brass Keep. Shall we have a housekeeping montage? Yeah, let's have a housekeeping montage.
Andy? Could you just see how long Archie's got left for me, please?
What? Oh, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Oh, what is this? 1 turn remaining? How long has this been happening? Can I fight someone? I need to fight someone. Gotta fix this. Oh god, no one's in range. Oh, I don't want to end turn. Goodbye, Archie Van Julia Veerleggen III. You were the best of the Veerleggens. I will miss you. Oh, there he goes.
Welcome home, Archie von Demon Boy the Fourth. Go forth and do evil stuff.
Some sly manoeuvring there, and one of Andrew's strongest lords has been removed from the game, raised as cruel torment to serve in Will's army. It's a bit like poetry, except it's not at all profound.
I will avenge you, Archie.
Andrew wastes no time in replacing his fallen champion with Archie Jr., who we can only assume is Demon Archie's son, though significantly older looking. It's the beard. It adds 5 to 40 years. In an act of revenge, Andrew sets his dwarven allies on Will's second-in-command. The dwarfs are slaughtered, but El-Tupei suffers losses and continues marching on Wurtbad all the same. The Emperor himself, now returned from his voyage, will deal with this demonic incursion personally. Will concentrates all of L2P's forces on a single wall and is quick to lose one of his towers. With superior ranged capabilities and reinforcements on the way, Andrew need only hold the line for an assured victory. Will, any tactical insights?
Tactics isn't in L2P's army.
Okay. Andrew, what's the game plan?
Try not to die more than Will.
Cheers, lads. With L2P leading the charge, Will's broken into the settlement proper, where Andy's ranged advantage is diminished. But reinforcements have arrived, and Karl Franz wastes little time in putting the Sword of Cain to use.
Oh no. Did Karl the Hammer Franz turn El Wiggy Boy into fairy lights?
They're fireflies, there's a difference.
An upset for Will as he loses one of his strongest armies in a single battle, and Wertbad remains in safe Empire hands.
L2P's let me down. Tactics? Kill Andrew. Still useless. You're my best friend, Tactics.
You're really weird, Will.
Crushing defeat at Talibaim, and Will loses sorry.
I wouldn't call it crushing.
He turns his ire on Middenheim,
Yeah, dude.
and is faced with another potential defeat.
Oh no.
Time to employ the first of Be'lakor's unholy manifestations.
Yeah, it is.
He activates the Dark Prince's secret and unleashes it on Balthazar Gelt, paving the way for more favourable odds. Faced with the possible fall of Middenheim,
Oh god.
Andrew attempts to ferry reinforcements to aid in the settlement's defense, but is just out of reach. The battle for Middenheim begins with a full frontal assault. Bloodthirsters descend on the walls in seconds, tearing into Andrew's ranged units and clearing the way for the Great Unclean Ones. Reinforcements on both sides arrive, but it's too little too late for Andrew. One army steamrolled, another crippled ahead of the battle. There's nothing he can do in the face of the Doomstack.
I wasn't steamrolled, it was a tactical defeat.
Tactics isn't in any of these armies.
Don't rise to it, Kieran. Don't rise. Middenheim falls and Will claims it as a dark fortress. But Andrew's up to something interesting. He positions a weakened Gelt in Weismund and places a strong Archie in ambush nearby. Oblivious to a trap in the making, Will sends Archie IV to help with the destruction of Talibaim, and Be'lakor continues his southern rampage, raising Eilhart and turning his gaze on Ubersreich.
Excellent.
Will makes a move on Weismund, but Andrew's ready for him. A quick reaction, and Balthazar sullies out to meet the demonic army head-on, and is joined by Archie Jr., laying in wait. It's not a clear victory, but it's a valiant plan to remove the Doomstack. The Doomstack advances, the Bloodthirsters striking the first blow, but Andrew's quick to respond with his anti-large infantry. It's a savage and nail-bitingly tense battle, and it's only a shame we forgot to record it from any other angles. Sorry.
Well, that's a good 10 hours of my life down the toilet. Thanks for that.
The end is drawing near. As Will advances on Reichland, Andrew arranges his armies and prepares for his final stand. But there's a disaster on the horizon for Andrew. One that could threaten his entire plan.
Burn for my blessings.
Bankruptcy. At this point, Andrew's chances of a traditional victory are unlikely, and all Will needs to do to win is wait until the Prince of Men and his armies die of attrition.
I've still got moves, don't count me out.
To spice things up, I propose alternative victory conditions. If Andrew can survive the assault on Altdorf and repel Will's invasion, Karl Franz wins. If Will can crush Andrew's defense and capture or raise Altdorf, Be'lakor wins. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
Will we, though? I've basically won.
Sounds fair to me.
I bet it does. Alrighty, go on then. What's one more pathetic human settlement to burn?
Go, Trek! This is the worst time to leave.
The final battle begins. Winner earns office bragging rights and dibs on the good chair.
Prepare for combat!
Right, I'm gonna move my bolt throwers over here. Carl, I need to move you back here. Spearmen, I need you at the front to defend us. Oh, my ranged go along here, I think. Oh, God.
It's a good spell.
You guys up in the trees. Will's probably gonna come from up here.
Oh, we are beginning. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, God, we've started. Everyone go, everyone go.
Under rocket battery and lead hail, both sides' infantry clash. Will attempts to flank on the east of the field, but Andrew responds with a touch of magic. Both sides hold nothing back in an all-out fight to the bitter end.
Hawk Riders, take them up, please. Oh, God.
Reinforcements arrive on both sides. Gelt with huge reserves to the east, putting himself in a good flanking position. Archie Jr. and his demonic father in the trees to the west.
Alright, Gelt's here everyone, we're all good. Carl, in you go. Rally! For the love of God, rally!
As Be'lakor and Karl Franz duke it out, Will removes Andrew's artillery from the field.
It's happening. It's all over. Oh no!
The Prince of Men is slain. His loyal soldiers lose heart. The Age of Order ends.
Raise it.
Good game, Will. You fought valiantly. You deserve the win.
Raise it.
While I trashed the